What's up, everyone? I'm back with another tier list video because I'm too lazy to edit another actual video. Because I have kind of a big project coming up. Haha, spoilers. But anyway, I have a tier list of all the Minecraft mobs, and I'm going to be rating them on how much I personally enjoy them and why. So I feel like this doesn't need further explanation, so let's just jump into it. So this is alphabetically. So first is going to be Axolotl. I love Axolotl. Axolotl, it's my child. Axolotl's awesome. It has no flaws. Axolotl has no flaws. I don't think I need to elaborate much further on that, except Axolotl is awesome. Next is Bat. Bat is probably the worst mob in the game. As of like playing the 1.17, they just came out yesterday. Just for like how often these things actually interrupt me. I've been mining and one has flown in front of my pickaxe. I counted 7 times in one day. Like, it's just so annoying. And then you get mad and want to kill it, but then you can't hit the damn thing. Because it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. Alright, next is bees. Bees are nice. Bees are cute. I'll put them in the B tier. Haha, B tier. Get it? Anyway. I've made a couple bee farms. They're nice. You know, they pollinate. Honey blocks are useful. I like redstone, so I use honey blocks. So, overall, they're pretty useful to me. Blazes are a fine mob. I mean, they're necessary. I mean, I'll put blazes in the B tier. They're pretty necessary for beating the game. You're gonna encounter them a lot. They're not that big of a deal. They provide a unique challenge as opposed to the rest of the mobs because these guys shoot like fireballs. Unlike you, so you're more annoying. But anyway, we'll get into that later. They're in the fortresses. They spawn from, the spawn blocks. Why can I not? The spawners. Oh my god. Overall, yeah, they're a decent mob. There's nothing really wrong with them. They're designed pretty well. Next is cats. Cats I'm also going to put in the B tier. I'm going to put cats in the A tier just because they're so useful. Just to have at least one. Because I don't think they take fall damage, which means it's probably not going to die as often as, like, a wolf you bring out, like, just randomly. And they scare away creepers, which is really, really nice. You can honestly just leave one right outside your house, so that's good. Next, this is Cave Spider. Cave Spiders suck. Cave Spiders are so annoying. They're not as bad as bats in the annoyingness, but only because that they only spawn in the mineshaft spawners. If they spawned everywhere, they'd probably be an F tier, but because of that, they're bearable. Chickens are a fine mob. They're like just a mid-tier mob. There's nothing inherently great or bad about them. I really don't have a lot to say. I don't have a lot to say with cod either. I don't have an issue with it. It's just fish. So yeah, I mean, it's a fine, like these two, they're both fine mobs, so yeah. Cow is a little higher, just because of how useful it is with leather and some of the best food in the game once you cook it. Again, I don't really have a lot to say. Yeah. Creepers are going to be C tier. They're annoying, because they like to blow stuff up, obviously. But they're a fine mob. I mean, they're cool. You know, they were a messed up pig, and that's how they came into the game. Fun fact for you guys. They tried to code the pig and it came out awfully wrong, so they just kept it and made it something else. I'm sure most of you know that, though. That's pretty common knowledge. I mean, it's a fine mob. It's well designed. I mean, it's the exploding mob, so it's good that it's basically silent. Otherwise, it'd be way too easy to avoid. Dolphins are gonna be B tier. I like dolphins, like, just in general, like in real life, too. Not much more to say. They give dolphins grace, which is really good. It's, like, one of the fastest ways to travel if you have, like, dolphins grace. And you have like Soul Speed 3 boots, and you're swimming on top of Soul Sand. I think that's like one of the fastest ways to move in the game. That's really useful. Donkeys are gonna be C tier. They're fine. They're just really slow. I feel like you're just better off sprint jumping if you want to ride a donkey. The only thing they could be good for is, I guess, the chest space. But even then, it's not really like that big of a thing. And they like to wander off anyway, so unless you have like lead or you leave them in a hole, you might just lose your items anyway. Drowned are gonna be C tier. They're just zombies, but they can. No, they're gonna be D tier. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a boat and just got rocked by a trident from one of these things. It's happened to me in survival. It's happened to me in manhunts. I lost a couple manhunts because of these assholes. I don't like drowns. They're really annoying. Elder Guardians, I don't really have an issue with them. Yes, I do. Mining fatigue is probably the most annoying status in the game. Again, they're not as annoying as bats, honestly. They're not even that bad. But yeah, no, mining fatigue has to be one of the most annoying statuses in the game. And unless you're like going to a monument with like buckets of milk, Like they just suck. They're awful. The only redeemable quality is they drop sponges, I think, and that's it. The Ender Dragon's gonna be B tier for me. It's the final boss, and it's actually it's pretty well designed. The fight, I really don't have any complaints. Dragon's Breath is really annoying, and sometimes you just can't hit it because the hitbox on it is kind of awkward. But then that's fine. Endermen are gonna be B tier. I like Enderman. I like how they're one of like the most lore-based mobs in the entire game. I don't have too much to say. They drop the Ender Pearls, which are really useful for beating the game as well as just getting around. So yeah, they're nice. Ender Mites are gonna be the second F tier. They're just so annoying. They're just so annoying. You throw an Ender Pearl, and they just spawn sometimes. Actually, I'm gonna put them in D tier because they can actually be useful for Enderman farms in the end. You can put them in a minecart, and all the Endermen will aggro towards it, and then you can like make them fall in a hole or something. So that is the only reason you're D tier. Evokers. Evokers are C tier. I hate them, but they're really interesting because they're obviously magic users, and that's really cool in my opinion. I really like that. Yeah, not much more to say. Fox is gonna be A tier. I really like foxes. They're cute first of all, and second of all, you can tame like 2 adult foxes, and the baby fox actually won't be scared of you, which is cool. So then you can have like an actual pet fox. Ghast are gonna be our second F tier. They're just the most annoying mob in Minecraft. They're like hitboxes like the size of a bat. Like not actually, but it's so annoying. And plus their noises are like the worst. Like I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they put these in the game. But yeah. Glow squids. You guys might not agree with this, but I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. Just because I love glow signs. I was messing around with them. Glow squid, it's borderline B and C, I think. I'll put it in C for now, though. Also, tiers are not ordered, by the way. I'm just putting them in alphabetical in the tiers. I don't like they don't actually glow. They don't actually give off light, which really sucks. But I like the new glow signs. They look really sharp. So for right now, goats are C tier because they don't drop anything. But in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, they're going to drop something like their horns, I think. And we don't know what that's going to do yet. So for right now, they're going to be in C tier. They're interesting mobs. They ram other mobs. That can be useful for like mob farms if you don't want to have to use water, I guess. The only issue is sometimes they throw themselves. Like you could put them on a platform and they would ram the like mobs off that spawn there. But then they could also throw themselves off, and then you'd be out of ways to get the mobs down. So I don't know. They could be useful, but yeah. Guardians are going to be C tier. I don't have anything against them. The like built-in thorns they have is kind of annoying, but they are one of the like if you build like a Guardian XP farm, it is one of the better sources of XP in the game, so that's good. Hoglins are going to be B tier, just because they in the Nether they're so insanely useful. They give you one of the few sources of food in the Nether, and they give you pork chops on top of that, which is one of the best foods in the game. Plus they could drop leather, so they're literally just hostile Nether cows. So I'm gonna put them in B. Horses are also gonna go in B. If you get a really good horse that like is maxed out in like speed and jump, you're gonna go really fast. So yeah, I mean I don't have a lot to say. They can't carry chests if I recall correctly, so I guess that makes them a tad bit less useful in that department. But overall, I feel like they just outclass donkeys in that capacity. Husks are gonna be D tier. They're really obnoxious. They're like so obnoxious. They give hunger, I think. They're just sand zombies, but they're just more annoying than zombies. Iron Golem, I'm gonna put it borderline A and B. I think I'm gonna put B. They drop iron, which is obviously really useful, especially if you find a village like early game. Plus I just kind of like them. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna put them A tier. I just like Iron Golems. I think Llama's gonna be C. They're so annoying. They just spit. You can't even control them when you ride on them. The only upside, again, like the donkeys, you can put chests on them. Except they're even more useless than donkeys because you can't actually, like, control them. Next, magma cubes are going to be D. They're really annoying. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a basalt biome, and I just got checked by one of these straight into lava. They're really annoying. Mushrooms are going to be B tier. I really like mushrooms. You can get suspicious stew easily if you feed them a dandelion and then you use a bowl on them. You can get the absorption, I think it is. suspicious stew, which is like one of the best foods in the game. So they're really useful that way. Um, what the hell is this? A mule? Yeah, I mean, same thing as the donkey, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that the donkey and mule were two different mobs. Wow. You learn something new every day, right, guys? If you learn something new, smash like and subscribe and notification, guys. We have 374 subs. I want to get to 10,000 by the time this video is a week old, guys. We can do it. Anyway, ocelots are going to be B tier. If this was pre-Village and Pillage update, it would be A tier because that's how you used to get cats. But now they added cats that you can tame, so now they're kind of useless, but in my heart, they're still cats. Every once in a while, I'll find myself trying to tame an ocelot. Pandas are A tier. I love pandas. Pandas are cute. They're awesome. Although I do have a bit of bad memory with them, which is why they're not S. There was a jungle like 10,000 blocks from my house, and me and my girlfriend tried to bring pandas home, and they both died on the way. We were like 50 blocks away from our house, and one of them like got blown up by a creeper, and the other one suffocated. It was awful, awful experience. Parrots are gonna be A tier. I love parrots. They make noises to warn you if mobs are nearby, and they can like hiss if a creeper's nearby. So they're kind of like cats, but just less useful in general. Like they warn you in a creeper's spot, but a cat will just throw one away or like scare one away. Phantoms are D. They're really annoying, but they can drop Phantom Membrane. If they didn't drop anything useful, they'd be an F tier. But Phantom Membrane can repair your Elytra, if you need to repair. So they're gonna be D tier. They spawn when you don't sleep for a while, so if you sleep, you won't really see these guys. Pigs are gonna be Pigs are gonna be B tier. They're just cows, except they don't drop leather, so they're slightly less useful than cows. But you know, pork chops are not a big source of food by any means. Piglins are gonna be A tier because trading with piglins is really important. Like especially in speedruns, but they can give you pearls, they can give you fire resistance potions, they can give you string to make beds. That one's really only important for speedruns, but just in general, they can be really, really useful. Plus, I like piglins. When they kill hoglins, they do a dance. It's kind of funny. Piglin Brute is going to be C tier. They're so obnoxious, but in concept, they're really cool. They're really strong, and I really like that. I think they're a well-designed mob, but it's just unfortunate how you can really just lose to them, because they use an axe, and that disables shield, and that's just annoying. Pillager, I'm also going to put in C tier. There's nothing really wrong with them. If it carries a banner, you can get Bad Omen, which means you can get a raid, which means you can get the Hero of the Village, which means you get better trades. That's good. I mean, they're just an overall decent mob. They can drop their crossbows, and yeah, I think that's cool. Polar bears are gonna be B tier. They don't do anything really useful. I just really like polar bears. Like in general, I like them. They drop fish, and they can just randomly attack you sometimes if one of their kids is nearby. So yeah, pufferfish is gonna be C tier. They're annoying as hell. That's all I have to say. They would be in D tier, but you can use them to like troll people. So yeah, rabbits are gonna be D tier or C tier. They don't do anything useful really. I mean, they drop rabbit hide, which can be just made into leather, so it's just more steps. Rabbit's feet can be used for potions. I think jump potions, if I'm wrong. And then rabbit, you can make rabbit stew or cooked rabbit. I mean, it's not really that useful. Ravagers are B tier. They're super strong. And I like their concept a lot. I don't like their nose. That just looks really stupid. But other than that, it's just a really cool mob. And it's a nice challenge in the overworld. Salmon's the same thing with cod. It's just a slightly better source of food, but there's nothing really special about it. I don't really think that there's much more to talk about with salmon. Sheep's gonna be B tier. Wool's really nice for beds. Wool's also just a nice block in general to have, especially in like the 1.17 part 2 update that's gonna come out. With the Warden, I think it's called, the Warden mob. And the Skulk sensors won't be able to detect wool, so that's gonna be a really useful block. Plus mutton's not a bad source of food. You know, it's just as good as chicken, but I feel like wool is better than feathers. So yeah, I feel like sheep fits there. Shulkers are gonna be A tier. Shulker boxes are one of the most important things that a player can have, I feel, because it's just awesome to have a portable chest, I guess. Shulker boxes are really important, and you can fill up shulker boxes and then put them in an ender chest and just carry around an ender chest. It's just really useful to have everything in one spot that you can carry around with you. Silverfish, easy F tier. They're just bats, but they attack you, and they're so annoying. They're not even as good as endermites because you can't even use them for farms. It's just awful. Skeleton horses are going to be B tier. They're just horses but cool. Like, that's all I have to say. They're just horses but cooler. Skeletons are going to be C tier. I mean, it's just a skeleton, you know, it just shoots you. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing extraordinary about it. So yeah. Slime, I'm going to put in B tier. Baby slimes can't actually hurt you. And adult slimes drop slime balls. I guess baby slimes do too, but like baby slimes can't hurt you, so you can have one as a pet if you really wanted to. And then all the slimes drop slime balls you can use for lead, and you can use for you can use for like sticky pistons and stuff. I personally made like a huge slime farm, and I got like hundreds of slime a day. It was really awesome. This was on an SMP, so like we had like a shop and stuff. I made so many diamonds, guys. I was so rich. Snow golems are gonna be B tier. I really like their goofy face when you shear them. Also, they can be used for like turrets if you really wanted to. You could put like fire, and then it could shoot flaming snowballs, which I don't really know how that works. So if you wanted to, you could use it as like a home defense system against hostile mobs. Spiders are gonna be C tier. Again, there's nothing really wrong with them. They drop string, which can be useful for bows and making wool if you don't have any sheep for some reason. Then spider eyes can be used in making weakness potions, I think, where you can transform a zombie villager into just a regular villager and you get the decreased prices. I didn't talk about drops of skeleton. They drop bones, which are really useful for bone meal. They drop bows, they drop arrows, so yeah. Squids are going to be C tier, just like their glow squids. They don't really do much. Ink can be used for black dye, can be used for book and quill. So, I mean, it's kind of more useful in that sense, but I like the glow sign, so I feel like it's fine that they're in the same tier. Strays are just skeletons, but cold, and they drop slowness arrows, which I feel like is fine. I feel like there's not many situations where a slowness arrow is going to be that much better than a regular one, maybe if you're PvPing someone. But other than that, like, there's not many mobs that require the use of a slowness arrow that you couldn't take out easily with a sword or just regular arrows. So I feel like they're not that much better in that regard, but if, you know, in a pinch, I guess slowness arrows are good, so yeah. Strider, I'm gonna put in B tier. You can do some really cool stuff with Striders. I mean, apart from riding them, they can spawn with saddles, which is kind of cool. And all you need to ride them is just a fishing rod and that mushroom. I think they're kind of cool. I don't know. I like Striders. Trader Llama is gonna be B tier just because I like the carpet, and that's it. I like its looks, and that's literally it. That's the only reason it's better than regular llama. Tropical fish are gonna be C tier. They don't really do anything. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know if tropical fish has a use at all. I don't know if it does. Yeah. Turtles are gonna be A tier. I really like turtles, and my girlfriend's favorite animal is the turtle. So I feel like it would be unfair for me to not put it in A tier. Because I mean I like turtles too, but I don't know. I like turtles. Turtles are nice. They don't drop anything useful except for when they grow up. They drop the scoots, which you can use for the turtle helmet. And then you can use those for the potion of the turtle master, which are really, really good. So actually, you know what? Turtle might be S. Turtles are like really useful for potions of the turtle master. Plus, I just like turtles in general. So that's our second X tier with the X level. Vexes are so annoying. They fly through walls and they just attack you until they just die randomly. Like it's just they're so obnoxious. I hate them. They're like one of the worst mobs in the game. Villagers are C tier. No, you know what? I think I'll put them in B tier because their trades, despite being more useful than the piglins, I hate villagers. They're so obnoxious. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. These guys are evoke. No, they're not. They're vindicators. Vindicators are a well-designed mob. I feel like they're very similar to the Piglin Brute. They use the axe to break your shield. They're really strong. They can knock you out in a couple hits. Except these guys drop emeralds, and I think, are these the ones that drop totems? No, these guys are. These guys drop totems without dying. So maybe I should move them up to B tier. I'm gonna move you up to B tier because you drop totems of undying. I didn't even realize that. But you're very similar to Piglin Brute, so Wandering Trader's F tier, so annoying, awful trades. There's not one trade I've ever done with a Wandering Trader. Except in 1.17, I guess you could say that they trade Moss Blocks and Drip Leaf, which are, Drip Leaf is unobtainable in survival right now without them, and Moss you can only find in Shipwrecks. So, I mean, I guess you could argue that it could be D tier because of that, but when 1.17 Part 2 rolls out, it's just going to be useless again. Witches are C tier. I don't have anything against them. They can drop healing potions, they drop bottles, they can drop gunpowder and redstone, I think. They can drop glowstone powder. There's nothing really wrong with them. It is annoying when they poison you, but aside from that, they're just an average mob with decent drops. Wither Skeleton's A tier. They drop Wither Skulls, which can be used to summon the Wither. They drop Bones and Coal, which are both pretty useful items in general, and I just like Wither Skeletons. I like the concept and I like the execution. So that's an easy A tier for me. Same thing with the Wither. The Wither's a really fun boss fight if you don't just like trap it underneath Bedrock. It's a really interesting boss fight. I like the Wither effect, and I like Wither Roses a lot too. So yeah, Wolves are an S tier for me. I love dogs. I have a dog. You know, if this video gets 10 billion views, maybe I'll do a dog reveal on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter. But yeah, wolves are really nice. Tame them with bones, heal them with meat. They attack mobs for you. There's nothing really not to like about them, I feel. Zoglin. Fun fact, I just learned that this thing's name is Zoglin and not Zombified Hoglin. I thought Zoglin was just doing for him, but that's B. They attack, I think, literally everything. And they don't spawn normally. You have to get one by leading a Hoglin into the overworld. I think it's just really cool. I don't think it drops pork, which is a downfall. I don't know, though. I'd have to double check that, so if I'm wrong, whoops. But I just think they're cool in concept, how they just literally just attack everything. So yeah. Zombies are C tier. Rotten Flesh can be useful for certain villager trades. Other than that, I mean, it's just the hostile mob, you know? Other than the Creeper, I guess. It's just one of the most recognizable mobs in the game. Zombie Villager is an easy A tier for me. Just because when you heal it, it can give you like 1 Emerald Mending Books and stuff like that. So it is probably one of the most useful mods in the game. I kind of like the concept of humans in Minecraft being zombified as well. So overall A tier for me. And then Zombified Piglin has to be an A tier for me just for nostalgia values. Because I remember that used to be, you know, before Piglins, he was the OG, you know. I remember I used to play Pocket Edition back when the Nether Reactor Core was a thing. And you'd like build the little thing and you'd activate the core, and then some of these guys would spawn. And that was the first time I'd ever seen them, and I thought they were like so cool. I thought they were like the coolest mobs in the game. I thought they were really awesome. So yeah, overall that's an A tier for me just for nostalgia. For right now, they are a really good source of XP if you make a zombie piglin gold farm. I made one of those on like the last SMP thing I was on with my friends, and I got a lot of gold, but I got more XP. They drop their swords. Golden swords aren't too useful, but yeah. So overall, yeah, this is the tier list. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you would have put higher, what you would have put lower. For me, I feel like the worst mob in the game is either silverfish or bats, and I feel like the best for me is axolotl. I love axolotls. But let me know down in the comments what your guys' favorite and least favorite mob is. But for now, I guess, thank you guys for watching. I know this is a tier list video, and I haven't uploaded in almost 2 months. Don't worry, my next video will be like Minecraft. You know, I have something cool going on with friends, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're not already. Check down in the description for, I have a link to all my, like, social media, so you can follow me. Stay tuned for updates. But for now, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you all in the next one.